Well, hello, Gemini singles. Welcome to our special series. We are diving deep into your energy. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What you need to know that's holding you back from attracting viable romantic opportunities, okay? If you have not already subscribed to my channel, I hope you will do so, okay? And certainly, if you want to delve into your situation in depth, you can do so. You can book a personal reading with me, or you can book a mentoring/coaching session if you are feeling heartbroken, stuck, you are having trouble dealing with some issues. You can certainly see all of that information and how to do that in the description box, always below my most recent video. Okay, you will see the detailed directions of how to reach out to me for that. Okay, and certainly all the likes and comments mean the world, so I thank you if you decide you want to do that. So okay, we're going to assume that you are wanting a leg up and wanting to see some changes in what is coming in, and kind of dive deep, Gemini. So let's take a look. Let's dive deep into your energy, see where you're vibing and what is affecting what's coming in. Okay, let's see what's affecting what's coming in, Gemini. Ooh, okay, all right. Ooh, Gemini. Okay, so here's the thing. All right, many of you are really hung up on something from your past, a heartbreak or whatever. You know, and the thing is, I know we all want this with the strong soul connection, twin flame energy type dynamic, soulmate, whatever have you, okay? I do see that as being your goal. Okay, great. So we're gonna dissect this thing a little bit and see how to get you from here to here, which the Sun card is the ultimate happiness, okay, with a lot of passion here and a good connection, okay? So we're trying to get you from this place to here, okay? I realize, based on the cards, things are not going like you want. Seven of Swords, okay? You probably may feel very guarded as a result of some things that have happened to you. Okay, fair enough, okay? So how do we deal with this and get from point A to point, Z, right? Okay, we're going to walk you through the alphabet. Like I said, some of you are still kind of hoping for reconciliation or something of that nature from the past, with the Judgment peeking out, okay? Five of Swords in the reverse, okay? What's going on is this. The Five of Swords is all about deception many times, can speak to drama and turmoil, but I think you're in denial, and I think that's why this has come out in the reverse. I think many of you are kind of having a trouble seeing that, and what you don't realize, and okay, I've been where you are, if this is your story, but what you don't realize is this is the card of self-imprisonment, okay? You can see that this person can really at any time loosen there's not even a lock on these chains, okay? This person can release the chains and take off the blindfold, okay? And I'm hopefully here to help you to try to, do a little bit of that today, okay? I mean, because obviously, okay, it's like this. You realize what you're doing is not giving you the results that you want, okay? So hopefully I can challenge you to see that because what you're doing isn't working, that perhaps you should try a different approach to get a different result. The definition of insanity being trying the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different result, and yet being disappointed every single time, okay? It may be that you've been on this hamster wheel of failed relationships, repeating. It may be that you're on a hamster wheel of simply attracting, people that you realize are not what you're looking for whatever reason, okay? But here again, if you're hung up on your past, you're going to attract someone that is hung up on their past, okay? So understand that, okay? Many of you are probably dealing with somebody who had a lot of narcissistic tendencies and behaviors, and I hate that word because it is overused. It is my firm belief that the behavior associated with narcissistic personality disorder, some of those behaviors exist in many of us, okay, and we don't realize it. But I do believe it's on a spectrum, and so if you attracted somebody who came across as arrogant, self-centered, all egotistical and, pompous and puffed up, then, okay, I've been there, certainly, okay? But what we're here to do is just kind of dissect this thing down and figure out, you know, why. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with the need to go inside and do some shadow work. Okay, all that really boils down to is this: your shadow self, subconscious, same thing. And Carl Jung, J-U-N-G, big mental health pioneer, did a lot about this. Okay, integrating the shadow self, and by definition, in Jung's own words, you're not aware of the beliefs and the thoughts that are in your shadow. Because what happens is this: we go through situations, you know, traumatic events, even back to childhood, and then, you know, relationship failures and heartbreaks, and then friends hurt us, or we get hurt by job situations, and we don't deal with it in the proper way, and the emotions associated with that get repressed, okay, in the beliefs. And how it will often manifest itself, Gemini gang, is this: sometimes it will come up as a trigger, temper, PTSD, you know, being very closed off emotionally, you know, the belief that you can only attract jerks. All of those things are how this thing will manifest itself, okay? Because what happens is this: you know, you have things about yourself that you're not aware of, that you believe, okay? And it will sometimes peek out into your conscious, and it's really trying to get your attention then. And it'll be like a fleeting thing, and you'll think, oh, no, I don't really feel that way. But instead of doing that, say, oh my goodness, I didn't realize I believed that, and deal with it just as soon as you can, in the way that I talk about in my shadow work videos and playlist, okay? So, but you know, what happens, you know, what you need to understand, those subconscious issues that you're not aware of by definition are literally, and this is not me talking, this is Carl Jung, that is literally controlling every experience you are having, not just romantically, but every experience, okay? So, you know, when you dissect that thing down, you will come to see that, okay? And I think many of you are up in your head. You're in a turmoil. You're like, I don't know what to do. You know, I'm dealing with drama. You know, I don't know if I need to throw in the towel completely on the whole thing and just, you know, whatever. And I get it, okay? I do. But you probably do need to take a time out and do some shadow work and work on you, and you know, this kind of thing. All right, so let's dig a little deeper and get some more observations about the kind of things you are dealing with and that sort of thing. Maybe get some additional insight into what may be in your shadow that you are not aware of, okay? But you know, when you're doing that kind of stuff, you know, you have those things that you're unaware of. And then what happens is, because vibrationally you're attracting people to confirm what's in your shadow, okay? And then all you attract are seemingly, you know, jerks. And then you decide, well, I'm a jerk magnet. And you don't know why. And then you start to believe you're a jerk magnet, and then you just, you know, keep attracting jerks, and it just perpetuates the whole situation, okay? And it has nothing to do with, like in the past, for example, say somebody was narcissistic or selfish or arrogant or whatever, and just all puffed up, and you did everything right. You were good to this person, whatever, and you're like, I don't understand, you know, I'm doing all these nice things and I'm getting treated like crap. Well, it's not about karma. It's about where you are vibrationally and what you believe about yourself in your subconscious. That is that. So it's not that you're responsible for what they did. It's that you're responsible for going inside and fixing these things so that you can get back in the driver's seat and be more in control of what is going on and who is coming in. Okay, so let's just dive a little deeper at some things that, as far as self-beliefs, things that you may have done, things of that nature. Another way that this kind of thing manifests itself, the need for shadow work, is codependency. Trying so hard to be what somebody else wants to be that you kind of lose yourself, okay? Compromising boundaries, allowing somebody to be treating you like a doormat, and that sort of thing. Some of you some of you have dealt with rejection from someone, maybe a divorce with the Ten of Cups in reverse, okay? Repeated cycles. And in your mind, that's, you know, whether you realize it or not, what's going on there is that it's confirming that you're not good enough because you don't believe it. You may not see it, but it's really true, okay? And, you know, I got compromised boundaries right here all day long, not speaking up for yourself, not holding to your boundaries, your standards, and what you will and won't accept with this Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? Four of Swords, you're advised to go inside, like I'm talking about, and heal and really kind of look at this thing. Some of you don't even realize you are in self-destruction mode and self-sabotage, okay? And I get it. I'm not throwing shade, because have I been there? Yes. The only reason I can speak with authority to any of these things is because I have walked this path, and I know the pain, I know the frustration, and I know how it feels to feel stuck and helpless about what comes in. Okay, so, but see, here's the thing. You're looking at this thing and you're going, you know, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Well, okay, fair enough. That's a fair question. My challenge to you is to look at what you believe about what you need to be doing and try something different, and give, you know, just like a diet or a workout plan, give it longer than 2 days, because if I go on a diet, you know, in a workout plan, in 2 days, I'm going to be hangry, I'm detoxing from carbs, so, you know, I don't feel my best, and my muscles are hurting, and I go look in the mirror and I look exactly the same. And so, you know, do you see the logic? If I it looked the same after 2 days and just said, I'm throwing up my hands, this doesn't work. Give it time. Okay, takes a long time to change these habits, in my opinion, longer than the 21 days, okay? Just saying, okay? So, you know, the devil is here, and that's about self-imprisonment and having dealt with selfishness and the need for shadow work, okay? You got the Six of Swords in reverse. Some of you are still fighting for something you need to release. Is it hard? The hardest thing I've ever done, probably, without a doubt. Yes. But when and honestly, and I don't know how it is for other people that have gone through the healing process, I can share with you, for me, it seemed like it was in stages. Okay, and it would seem like I had released, and then a couple of months later, it would hit me again. And I believe that we revisit things like a spiral for a reason, because we can't work through all of the pain at once. Because I think for me, it would have physically killed me. It was just that devastating. Okay. So, you know, you have dealt with commitment phase in the past, okay? And now maybe you feel like that's all you can bring in. You know, people that, you know, weren't responsible, that weren't willing to go the distance. Or maybe they thought they knew what they wanted, but they didn't. Kind of fickle. I'm getting that with some of these cards too. Probably not worked through their past, okay? You know, so that's kind of what I get from this thing. And I think, Gemini, I think some of you don't see your value, and you don't even realize it. You know, when we go through these traumatic childhood experiences, we know they happen, but yet we've not worked through the emotions and acknowledged the emotions and honored them and let them flow through and get through, and then get on the other side of that. And that, my friend, is the peace that comes, okay? And you know, as you're working through your shadow, you know, you'll get in the beginnings, you know, the first weeks or whatever, you'll start to see glimpses and moments of peace, and you'll go, this might work, okay? And then, you know, you'll get hit with it again, and then you'll work through something, and you'll go through another cycle, and that's what it's all about. Self-care, by the way, when you're doing shadow work, do not forget to pamper you, okay? Why? Because self-care is self-preservation, especially during shadow work, okay? I can't stress that enough. Pamper you, because, you know, you need to put yourself first for a change, okay? Put yourself first. You can't be any good to anyone around you, whether it's children, parents, siblings, and certainly romantic partners, you know, co-workers, boss. You can't be good to anyone if you are not pouring from a full cup. And that is, you know, shadow work is going to help you pour from a full cup, as is self-care, okay? So with that being said, Gemini, let's get a quote for you real quick from the 3x5s, okay? Let's see, Gemini gang, let's see. You don't realize this. You have all the love you need right inside, right? Why are you looking for love, Gemini? You are love. There you go. The people around you are either your tribe or your prison, right? Cut out toxic connections whenever you possibly can, and if you can't, limit it as much as possible. And speak your truth in love, in kindness, but unapologetically and in an uncompromised way. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Always an honor and a privilege to read for all of you. Thank you so much.